Advice to those who are engrossed in social media, waste hours on their phones, delay their prayers. This is a calamity that's arisen in recent years, to be completely engrossed in social media, all these different platforms that exist, the Facebook and the Instagram and this and that, and hundreds of different things you can do now on all these different types of platforms. It is not suitable for a person, obviously, and everybody knows, even the person who's doing it knows he shouldn't be doing it. He knows he shouldn't be sitting there for hours and hours on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or this or that or whatever it is. Shouldn't be sitting there for hours and hours and hours, because at the end of the day, what are you doing with your life then? What are you doing with your life? You woke up in the morning, you went to sleep in the evening, and 8 hours of a day was on your phone just looking at these different social media platforms. And then on top of that, what are you looking at on those platforms? What is the content? Is it random videos and random people and kuffar and people of innovation and all types of complete nonsense and waste of time? A person has to value his time, has to understand that you're accountable and the angels are recording everything you do. وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ لَحَافِظِينَ كِرَامًا كَاتِبِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ مَا تَفْعَلُونَ. We have upon you the angels, noble guardians. They write everything and they know everything you do. So a person who spends his time like that is wasting away his life. Wasting away your life. And what are you doing with it on the various platforms all day long with no benefit? At the end of the day, somebody says, what have you learned today? You've learned nothing. You've learned nothing on those platforms here, there, looking at this, looking at that, random video here, random video there. So a person needs to consider what we've been talking about, your purpose in life, and that you will be held accountable. Your judgment will occur on that day. Your books will be brought forward. So what will you have to show? In the hadith it says, on that day, مَنْ وَجَدَ خَيْرًا فَلْيَحْمَدِ اللَّهِ. If you find goodness in your records on that day, then thank Allah. وَمَنْ وَجَدَ غَيْرَ ذَلِكَ فَلَا يَلُومَنَّ إِلَّا نَفْسَهُ. But anybody who finds anything other than goodness in his records on that day, then do not blame anyone except yourself. Nobody put a gun to your head and said you have to scroll through social media 8 hours a day. You did it to yourself. You wasted your time. You were late for your prayers. You missed out on seeking knowledge. You didn't know anything about your religion. You didn't read the Quran. In the hadith it says, whoever finds anything other than goodness in his records on that day, don't blame anybody else. فَلَا يَلُومَنَّ إِلَّا نَفْسَهُ. Do not blame anyone else except yourself. So a person needs to consider